In 1994, Jeff Bezos sat in a Seattle garage, running a modest bookstore. Every time a single book was sold, a small brass bell would ring in the office. Today, that single desk has scaled into a $2 trillion empire, spanning film production, orbital space programs, and a sprawling global logistics network. This animated chart illustrates the catalyst for that massive growth. In the mid-90s, early internet adoption was exploding at 2,300% a year. Bezos saw an entirely open marketplace with limitless reach. When the dot-com bubble burst in 2001, hundreds of early internet startups collapsed. They believed building an attractive web portal was enough to sustain a business. Amazon realized a much harsher truth. E-commerce requires moving actual, heavy objects across the country. It is a problem of mass physical coordination, not digital traffic. They survived the crash because they stopped acting like a traditional retailer. They began treating physical logistics as a ruthless engineering problem. The first step was bringing order to giant, chaotic physical warehouses, transforming them into a highly coordinated enterprise tracking system. This top-down visualization demonstrates dynamic shelf locations. Items are stored randomly wherever an empty slot exists. Human organization is stripped away, replaced by algorithms that simultaneously track millions of items and calculate the most efficient pathfinding routes, updating the entire floor plan in milliseconds. They took physical space and the movement of goods and translated it entirely into raw executable code. Running this complex algorithmic store required immense amounts of server power. The internal digital infrastructure demands were colossal. To offset the crushing cost of maintaining all those servers, they pivoted in 2006. They began renting out their spare computing capacity to other businesses, creating Amazon Web Services, or AWS. The adoption was absolute. Today, platforms like Netflix, operations at NASA, and even the internal networks of the CIA rely on these servers to function. While delivering cardboard boxes is highly visible to the public, the cloud computing business operates completely out of sight. This accidental infrastructure project became the multi-billion-dollar backbone of the modern internet. It is the true profit engine that keeps the empire expanding. To beat established brick-and-mortar retail, they still had to solve one major point of friction: human patience. They introduced Amazon Prime, promising free 2-day shipping. By guaranteeing instant gratification, they altered consumer expectations for how quickly products should arrive. Delivering on that promise required aggressive physical automation. They deployed armies of autonomous, low-profile keyworm robots that lift and carry entire metal shelving units, optimizing human labor to its absolute limit. They expanded this optimization outside the warehouse. They bought cargo planes and built a massive fleet of delivery vans to bypass external carriers. Prime crushed the competition by out-engineering them. They built a private postal service so fast and reliable it operates as a psychological weapon. Today, Amazon is a diversified conglomerate. They own national grocery chains and produce Hollywood movies. Their ambitions now reach into orbit, launching thousands of satellites to beam internet access across the entire globe. What began as a single web page selling books has evolved into an invisible layer of infrastructure that modern society depends on. They achieved this dominance by systematically applying algorithmic optimization to every physical and digital hurdle they encountered. Jeff Bezos set out to build the everything store. In the process, he engineered a machine that bought the world.